we bought a haunted office.
Oh my gosh. Of course you did. That's today's topic.
On Dirty Deeds, the dark side of real estate.
Dirty deeds in real estate. Hidden lies behind the gate. Big money, broken dreams. Nothing's ever what it seems. Oh yeah. The dark side of real estate. The dark side of real estate.
Okay, Kylie, I know you'll love this story.
Always.
And what kills me is that there have been articles about this place in the Mississippi Press. And you love when I share Mississippi stories.
It's always Mississippi stories. So, yes, but you say it was in the Mississippi Press. I assume that is like original newspaper, like hard copy.
Yes.
Newspaper.
Right.
And you gave me some of the details. As usual, it's not on the internet.
I know. Gosh. What
And
is
I
this
don't-
thing about pre-internet stuff?
Yeah.
Do we think Genny lived in an alternate universe at some point?
Yes, she was in the
She's making
Matrix.
stuff up.
She was.
I mean, it's
was.
starting to look that way.
And by alternate universe, you mean like I don't know. She's just in her head.
Right.
She's had all these things happen.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, Genny, tell us the story about the haunted office.
All right. So let me start over. My daughter used to get all of her photos taken at this place. It was a photo shop. And it was a photo studio, photo shop. You could take, Kylie, you're too young for this, but you could actually take film there and she would develop it.
Okay. No, I did that a little bit.
You had to wait many days.
Yes.
sometimes
Yes.
to get that.
And I remember opening those packets up and just being so surprised.
Yeah. And like, oh God, I hope nobody else saw it.
Right. So I do remember that. I do. I
And you'd
remember
be
my
like,
mom.
Why did I take a picture of that?
Right. And my mom taking me to studios.
Yes.
To get, like our sibling photo pictures with like
Yes.
the big bangs and like
Well, Olin Mills was,
Yes.
all the rage
Yeah.
probably. But again, you're younger than the Olin Mills days. You had to have Olin Mills.
Absolutely. Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
look away.
Yes.
Like Step Brothers.
Yes.
Our
Yes.
kids 2 Christmases ago went to J.C. Penney's photography
Oh, there we go.
and did very awkward. They're the funniest things and had them blown up into
Yes.
these. They're
what
like
a cute gift
I
idea.
love
So
that.
funny, so
well,
funny.
I
I'll
hope
show
mom
those
and
to you.
dad's not watching because guess what you're getting for Christmas?
there you
You
go.
think I'm kidding?
So when my daughter was first born, and she was born in 97, and I took my baby there and got a million photos done all the time, like every month. Like she took a ton of pictures. And I remember her saying to me one time, well, you ordered only the photos that a mother would love.
Oh, oh, what a backhanded compliment.
Well, she was just really dry. Well, everybody knew that the place was haunted.
Okay.
And there was, in fact, she would tell me, there was an article that came out in the Mississippi Press talking about how the place was definitely haunted and what would happen there. And so I would ask her all the time, I'm like, so really it's haunted? I read everything in the newspaper. And they came out with it like a gimmick for a Halloween article, about different places around town. And that was just one that they highlighted. And she said that there was a buzzer when you walked in the front door. It would go off all the time with nobody being there.
Oh.
There were things that would happen at the front counter that would be some sort of noise. Nobody would be there. She said she was never really frightened. And I said, oh, well, that's, interesting. Well, then she asked me to list it.
Oh.
And I said, well, okay, we'll just use
Of course
some
you
of
did.
that as they were winding down and wanting to get rid of it. And I listed her house in the next town over in Moss Point and the office. And she said, I really wish that we had never done that article to tell about what had happened here, because it really makes people not.
It'll hurt the real estate side.
Yeah.
Selling. Yeah.
And I said, no. Somebody will buy it just because of that.
Of course.
There will
Of
be
course.
people that
Yes.
will come and they'll want it because
Yeah.
of the article and what they
Because it
know
is
that's happened
full
here.
of life.
Right. Yes. And I mean, she told me about all kinds of things that happened there that, none of them scared me or anything like that. So
Right. Well, how was the vibe inside there?
the vibe was fine. I was spending a lot of time in there.
Yeah.
With my daughter and taking photos. And I,
Okay. All right.
the air was light. It wasn't.
Okay. It wasn't a heavy,
No,
dark.
it was no heavy
it.
feeling in it at all.
Got it.
No voices saying, get out.
No,
Right.
no.
Right. No demonic things like we talked about on the last two episodes. So that's good.
Right.
Go back and
Nothing
listen
like
to those
that.
if you haven't.
Yes, definitely
Yes,
listen to
you
those.
should.
Yeah. So, I just kept thinking about it and thinking about it. So my dad is he is fame. He does not care what an office looks like. He
Okay.
just wants one.
All right.
So he'll buy an old house somewhere. Like our office was currently in an old house that my brother lived in. So when I would get to the office, I would usually have to pick up underwear and beer bottles for
'Cause
days.
your brother was there.
Yes. So I remember having two police officers behind me that I had just shown a house to unlock the door, beer bottles everywhere, all the floor. And they knew my brother, but I'm like,
But still.
give me a minute, And Dad's really good about knowing, what's going to go up in value. So it was next to a bank, and he's like, one day the bank is going to buy this, and they did. One day, finally. Did.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I kept thinking, wow, we could really use an office like that. It's a beautiful house, and I'll get a picture so you can see what it looks like. It's got this huge front porch on it. It's an old historic house, and it just was so beautiful. It's a two-story house. And my closing attorney in Pascagoula, his grandmother, that was his house. Her house growing up, and
that's cool.
So it just kind of meant so much,
Yeah,
right? Because
yeah.
he was a team member of ours, and his personality is very much like Ryan's today. And I'm like, he's just the sweetest guy ever. Just such a good person. Like, I wouldn't be worried about the haunting.
Right. That makes sense.
And Dad thought about it. No other interest in it.
Okay.
For whatever reason.
That is odd.
Yeah, and it's a fantastic location. It's right on Pascagoula Street, close to where all the downtown area is. It's definitely the small town America. So, and Pascagoula is whenever I lived there were 27,000 people that lived there. There's probably fewer that actually live there now. So it is a very small town.
Okay. I have a real estate question, just random, because I've been working a lot this morning, so I'm in work mode. But when you have a real estate listing, I know there's residential and commercial. When it's a home, technically, but it is a business, does it automatically convert to commercial?
You have to get the zoning changed.
Okay.
And because of the location.
Can you go back and forth? Like if somebody didn't want it as a business, could they have sold it as a home?
Yes.
Okay. Good to know.
It really just depends on your zoning ordinances in your town.
Okay.
But this one could have gone back. We could have done that. And the house that we were currently in, officing in, was a house. And so he was able to get zoning for both.
Okay, that makes sense because
Yeah.
your brother was there and then
Right.
y'all worked out of it. Okay. I
Yeah,
just
and it
wondered
even
if
had
you
a-
could flip flop or if it was like a permanent.
Well, you're always
Category.
going to want to sell it to whatever the most value is,
Right,
right?
right,
And
of course.
sometimes it doesn't make sense to. A lot of people are under the impression that just because something could go commercial, that they're going to make a lot more money on it. But if it doesn't make sense to have a business in it, then
Yeah.
you're not.
Right.
Right. So if it makes more sense that I could sell it as a house, you may get more money there.
Yeah, just the market, the business.
Right.
And
Commercial
how.
doesn't necessarily mean more money.
Okay. Makes
But
sense.
this was commercially zoned at the time, so it
Okay.
would have been fine. And I'm like, oh, and nobody would live there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just like, Dad, let's step up our game
Okay. Yeah.
and buy
Think outside the
this.
box and
Yes.
just go for it.
Yes.
Even flip it if you have to, and just okay.
So we
Sorry,
did.
continue.
No,
Continue, sorry.
we did. And he bought it, Dad bought it, and gosh, so excited to have such a nice place. Because the other one was really not at all. But it's kind of embarrassing.
May have been all the beer bottles from your brother.
Well, that was just one
Yeah.
of the side effects.
Yeah, he had a bachelor pad,
He did.
and you had to
did.
work out of it,
Yes.
and that's okay.
But this was just so different. It was professional. It was nice. We had, jewel tones were all the things in the 90s. So
yes,
we immediately had it painted. What color? Charlie Green Real Estate? Right? Dark green.
yeah,
Of course.
yeah. He had some home interior photos put up and stuff. Some fake fruit. I remember my mom doing that. I do.
Fake fruit.
Did your mom's fake fruit get dusty, or was she
Yes.
good about cleaning it? Because those little fake grapes, they're hard to.
I
My
just saw
mother
some
was
in
an
a
excellent
listing
housekeeper,
appointment.
but there were some dust. There was some dust. There were 3 of us kids in that house. And There was
Yeah.
a lot of chaos.
Yes,
a lot of
yes.
chaos.
Some things just don't matter.
And we would try to hide things behind the
Oh, sure.
fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Candy for later.
Oh yeah. So you went with green,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
remodeled a little bit. Well,
yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
And I ended up having my own personal, really big office where people
That's
could come in
nice.
and sit down and I could do a proper buyer consultation. And it was a game changer for me and my mindset and all. We loved it. And then it started happening. So we had a security system on it, and it would start going off, and it would alarm Dad. It would actually ring Dad's phone, I think, and at 4 a.m.
Oh,
every morning. And the police officer would immediately call the police station too. This was the old kind, right? You got to be thinking we're in the 90s, and the police would go in and look at everything, and they're like, "There's nothing here." So it was just a weird thing, constantly at the same time, every night.
So was it? Did the alarm system have like motion detection in it, or was this like a door had to be open or window? Do you remember?
They said whatever sets it off was inside.
Okay, so motion detectors.
Yes. So
interesting.
Yep.
Was it the original system that was in the house when you bought it? Like,
No.
did the lady have the same system?
I don't think so. I think it was something Dad had put in.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
It
Interesting.
was same exact time every single night. So,
Oh my.
and then nothing ever there. So
That you could see.
Yeah. Dad was frustrated as can be,
yeah.
annoyed. And so I had an assistant, and he was the cutest thing. And like my husband says, that was his gimmick. He was so adorable, like Richie Cunningham.
He could get away with anything and not
Yes,
working.
yes.
Yeah.
He could. Well, he was actually in college, and he would go up to the office and study at night. Well, he got completely freaked out because he started having experiences where cold chills would just, cold would come in where in an area where there were no vents.
Right.
And it completely freaked him out, and he would, so then he would stop going up there. I never had one scary thing ever happen
believe it.
to me there.
Because the Haints are scared of Genny. They're like, we're not gonna mess with that one.
Nah.
Well, I would just reach out, and I would always talk. I would be like,
That's even worse.
yeah.
They're like, we're gonna have a conversation with her. Let's.
I don't want to talk about it. I just wanted to mess with this guy.
that's right. Exactly.
No, I could see that. Be like, listen, if you're here, what do you want? Just get over with. Let's go. Like, yeah.
Well, and I had another assistant later, and she's a PhD today. She's brilliant. She is so funny, and she never had any unusual experiences there either that I remember.
interesting.
We did have certain things like the doors opening here and there, but me personally, I mean, I
Right.
witnessed some of those things, but it was very rare. Now, my stepmother has the gift of seeing, and she's always had unusual things happen around her. She sees entities. She has had. She used to wake up in one of her houses and drawers would be open, flour would be everywhere.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh yeah. So she
Oh, so is she a medium, or do you think she's just a little more sensitive?
I think she's sensitive.
To the,
I think she's sensitive to. I think everybody probably has the gift. We've just kind of like put our barriers up with that. That's just kind of me personally. And I do have other friends that have amazing skills that they've honed, and it's amazing what people can do.
I play the drums.
You have so many skills.
Papa of the bride over there.
Oh yeah.
Well, and I don't know if people or entities feel comfortable with Debbie, my stepmom, but this lady appeared to her twice. And upstairs, Debbie worked for the Homebuilders Association in an office upstairs, and she did appear to her walking down the hall upstairs and kind of floating away. And so I just always in my mind said, that's Larry Smith's grandmother. And I was never frightened ever there.
Yeah.
And Dad, I ended up moving to Birmingham in 01. And Dad kept it for a while longer, but it was just him. The office was way too big. He didn't need all that space. So he ended up selling it to a security company now. And that's who has it now. But that was it's so funny when I went over to list the people's house, because they also lived in a historic house in Moss Point. And I said, so is the house haunted too?
Oh, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Do you take it with you?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
Some people do.
it-
Some people
Yeah.
do. And she said no. And if it were, I wouldn't tell you anyway because of what they've been through with the office situation.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so maybe it was.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't.
It all works out.
Yeah. Yeah.
all works out.
And you've, stated before, you've been in, several homes and businesses where you can feel some things that are heavy.
Oh, absolutely.
And some things that are demonic. And you can walk into a room and you have this discernment to know, that something's off or whatever. And personally, I believe that demons do exist, but I also believe that people's spirits can be with us. And they're not necessarily demonic. That their spirits are just here.
Residual.
And, yes. And I personally do believe that. I know some people don't, and that's okay. But, that person or persons just needed a little more time.
Yeah. My daughter has the gift, but she's kind of just shut it down. And so she, hears and can see entities sometimes.
Yeah.
But I got another friend to help her, and since they collaborated together, Gentry's kind of shut it down, and
I could
been back to bother her.
I could understand how that would be a lot, and how you wouldn't want
Probably very scary.
how you wouldn't want that, but I don't know. There's a lot. My mind is like running and racing, but I love that it wasn't heavy.
No, it wasn't
That
heavy
it
at all.
wasn't dark and demonic, and you walked in and was like, oh no, and that it's sold. You guys painted it. You stayed in it for a while, and it was a successful business.
Yeah.
And that you have good memories there.
I do.
It's
I have
not
very
like
good
the
memories
last,
there. I was so happy that he
episode.
bought it.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
happy that I really developed a great business there. I was selling over 60 houses a year.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's great. That's really great.
With 2 car seats. And Jacob was such a baby. He was born in January of 99. And we just kept him on a blanket on the floor while I was answering the phone.
Hey, you do what you got to do with those landlines, especially.
Exactly. You have to.
Yeah, I get it.
Good
There
old
wasn't a
days.
lot of
You don't even know
remote-
what that is.
A lot of
we
remote
weren't
work.
doing this.
Right.
You know, all right, so talking about landlines is going to be totally randomly off the subject of some of my work. So Huey Lewis and the News, you know, the band. I was driving back from wherever I was, Enterprise, yesterday, and I thought, I'm going to listen to some Huey Lewis and the News. So put it on. Love it. Forgot how much I listened to it. The song, I'm Happy to Be Stuck with You. Remember that one?
No.
So
Yeah.
Sorry.
one of the
For a second,
lines
yes.
is same phone number, all the same friends and the same address. I thought that won't work anymore.
No.
Nobody has the same phone number. You all live in the same house. You all have your own phone numbers.
Yes.
So
Yes.
there you go. Just you mentioned landline stuck in my
Yeah,
head. Sorry
yeah.
about that.
No.
That's okay.
Just think about operator.
Oh yeah.
Oh, won't you help me make
Yes.
this call?
Yes.
You know that one.
There's
I do.
so many songs
So
that
many
are just
Yeah.
out. But I love that about us, that we can go on those.
Yeah, we're old enough to actually remember things that are not anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. But you walk into a room and don't remember why you walked in it.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's okay.
It's called every Tuesday.
Well, I want to also remind you about hauntings. A seller does not have to disclose that because it's not. I guess it could be a health or safety issue for
Yeah,
some
but it's
people.
not, you know,
and some
structural
hauntings.
damage and
Right.
Okay, Kylie. All right. So, Kylie, let's say you're selling your home. You know without a doubt that sucker's haunted. Are you telling?
I'll just be real honest. It would depend on the buyers and how they treated me.
Okay.
And once I met them, if I liked them, you know, if they're walking up with like a bunch of kids and a baby, something, I'd be like, no, don't buy the house. Get that baby out of here. Get it out.
But what if it was
But-
like what if it was all positive, like just nothing evil or
Oh,
petty
then
feeling?
no,
just
I wouldn't mention it.
wouldn't mention it at all.
No, because to me, that's almost just like a positive feeling, a positive vibe, a positive memory.
Mm-hmm.
It's not negative, no. But also, you know, if and when we sell our house or the past homes that we've sold, if there has been anything negative that happened, no, we didn't just sell that to the buyers.
Yeah.
You know, like our last home, we did have a water leak, and the whole bottom floor had to be reconstructed and remediated, and it sucked, but it was fixed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean,
Made the house sell better.
Yeah.
yeah, it was completely redone. Did the people that came to look at the house, was that the first thing we said? No,
Right.
no,
Yeah, I get it.
it was taken care of.
Yeah.
But I think it would.
I'm totally not telling anybody anything. Because most likely if I need to sell my house, I need to sell my house.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, all you
Getting out.
just make sure when I go to sell your house
Yeah. Yeah.
that you don't tell me, because if I know it, I have to disclose.
Okay, that's a good point.
That's good.
Remember
yeah.
that, everybody.
If I know it, I have to disclose. And asking me if there was something in my house, I would disclose, because somebody would probably pay me more. That one person, I'm going to cut down on the buyer pool, right? Because there are going to be so many people that are freaked out by it. That one person will be like,
I'll give
I've
you.
got to live there.
I'll give you more.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Look at the bullet holes in
It
the
becomes
wall. Like,
it becomes a
We've
unique
been proving this.
yes.
becomes unique
Yes,
property.
these are the pipes that the meth was in. Not that Genny has meth and bullet holes in her home. Been there, that's not it. But a few episodes ago, that did happen.
Yes.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
But, yeah.
as always, thank you for watching Dirty Deeds, the dark side of real estate. You never know what you're going to get here. I think what we're going to do on our next episode is we're going to talk about one of my colleagues in real estate who was scarily stalked for 9 months. And get ready for
Very
that
serious.
one. It's going to be very detailed. So we'll see you next time on Dirty Deeds, the dark side of real estate.
Dirty deeds in real estate.
The
content presented in Dirty Deeds in Real Estate is for informational and entertainment purposes only. The views and opinions expressed by the hosts and guests are their own and do not constitute legal, financial, real estate, or professional advice. While we strive to provide accurate and up-to-date information, real estate laws, regulations, and practices vary by state and are subject to change. Listeners should not rely on any information presented in this podcast as a substitute for advice from a qualified attorney, licensed real estate professional, financial advisor, or other appropriate expert. Any stories, case studies, or examples discussed may be based on real events, but may include altered details for privacy or storytelling purposes. References to specific individuals, properties, or transactions are not intended to identify or defame any person or entity. Neither the hosts, producers, nor affiliated entities assume any liability for actions taken based on the information provided in this podcast. By listening, you agree that you are solely responsible for your decisions and actions.
Jenny Williams is a licensed real estate agent with EXP Realty. The opinions and views expressed on Dirty Deeds in Real Estate are solely her own and do not reflect the views, policies, or positions of EXP Realty or its affiliates.